Hey everybody, what's going on? My name's Emilio Corrette. I'm a dentist here in Chicago in the Wicker Park neighborhood. I've been a dentist for the last 20 years. I got a little story for you. Right after college, I went to Indiana University, and right after college, me and a bunch of guys, we went to Europe, and we backpacked for a couple of months. In the trip, we went to Munich, and in Munich, there was this huge party because there was like a soccer game or championship that day, and the Munich had just won the European championship, and it was just a good time. And we had to we were getting a train from Munich to Prague, and we had already bought our tickets and stuff. And we were having a fun time. We were realized, oh my God, we got to go. We got to get our train. So we run to the train station. It was like in the movies, like the train's like pulling out. We're like running next to the train, jump on the train. We have like all these backpacks, and we get in the train. The train is packed, totally packed. And we found a car and sit in the car, and our friend totally passes out. And there's the conductor comes and looks at our tickets, and he starts yelling at us, get out of here. He was like, I don't understand German, but he was like basically telling us to leave and go to the next car. Well, we try to get our friend up, and he's out cold. So we decided, okay, we'll go find a place, and then we'll come back later and go get him. When we go get him, I'm like walking back to get him. I open up the car door to get to his car, the train car, and it was gone. All I saw was like train tracks. I was like, what happened? What ended up happening was half the train got split. So we crashed out. When half the train split, half of it went to Hamburg, and then the other half went to Prague. And the half that he was in went to Hamburg, and that's why the guy was yelling at us. He's like, well, you're in the wrong car. He was backpacking, so we lost him. We lost him. We couldn't find him. And this is before, cell phones. This is like 93. We lost him, and he was backpacking by himself for like a month. He's kind of an adventurous guy, so he liked it. But we couldn't get a hold of him. We didn't know, his parents had just moved to Singapore. His dad got relocated to Singapore. I didn't have his phone number. He didn't call my parents. I called my mom. Like, did Ed call? And like, no, he hasn't called. So we ended up meeting up again when we came back to the States. So I didn't even know if he was dead or alive. I didn't know anything. But the thing with the story is we didn't have a plan. We didn't have a plan as if this were to happen, what would we do? And it's huge. Whenever you do a big case in dentistry, you have to have a plan. For me, what I do is I always have the end result before I even start. So I would go, okay, well, how do I want this thing to look like? How do I want it? And before I even start, I picture what it's going to look like at the end, and then go back, steps back at how to get there. And that's how I do every single case. That's what I do. And so it's the best way to avoid problems. You're going to hit problems. Every case has bumps, but to avoid those big bumps, you have to have that type of an outlook. You get that from experience. You get that from making enough mistakes where you're like, okay, I don't want this thing to happen again. So if you're looking for a dentist with some experience and you have a more complex case and you'd like to make an appointment for to see some of your options, give us a call at 773-292-1911, 773-292-1911. Take care.